beer reviews. Great bloke who does reviews on Facebook. I'm sorry, on YouTube, but he's also on Instagram, Twitter, and maybe elsewhere. Good evening. So this is from Sori Brewing, and I've got my trusty. So it's actually got a light on it, and that comes in handy for the rag because, to be honest, at this side of the shed, the light's rubbish. So it says on the back here, 2 Finnish craft beer rebels, Piri and Heikki, voted with their feet against the ludicrous legislation and started the crowd-funded brewery in Tallinn, Estonia, on a mission to brew beer without compromises. And you've got to love that, haven't you? You know, sentiments go, good evening. So this is a rare single barrel released shadow game, has been aged for 1 year in the quiet shadows of the Sori barrel cellar, waiting for the right moment to be released into life. The time is here. This is a super massive Imperial Stout with butterscotch, cookies and cream. I have to put one eye on the thing and one eye off because you look at it with both eyes and I'm reading the same thing on different sides. So, whew. Oh, I was just waiting to make sure you was on. Didn't want to start pouring it without you being there. You know, it's a thing. It's an anxiety thing. I like being right. So Shadow Game X. I must put that in the actual description later. So I'll get my tin opener. Where is it? Bottle opener. So this is a 12.7% beer, and smell that cookies on cream straight away. Straight when you open the bottle. Cookies and cream, and you do get the whiff of the butterscotch starting to come through. So cookies and cream initially, evening again, and oh, the butterscotch. Oh, it's like being a kid in a bloody sweet shop. I'm not joking. Food reviews. Oh, look at that. So, if I'm going to balance it against the Vocation release, the Vocation release just a minute ago seemed a little thicker. You know, when pouring, it seemed a little bit thicker. Even though this is a 12.7%, it did seem thicker. It does look great, doesn't it? So, obviously, black pour with a light, I wouldn't say tan, I'd say an off-white head. On the nose. That cookies and cream's really prevalent on the nose. Yeah, with nuts. Oh, and the butterscotch element. Oh dear, oh dear. A different beast to the Vocation. Straight away, I've noticed between 2 different Imperials, a different beast. It's going to be really interesting. Is that right? Does it look right? Yeah, you just see it there. There we go. Wow. So I'm a noob with home brewing. A hint of a bite on the taste straight away. Definitely, you get the butterscotch, the cookies, cream elements come through. Like I say, not as thick on the mouthfeel as the Vocation one, which was more, I would say, thicker. Oh, it's a box ticker. Yeah, no doubt about that. Oh, that makes you smile. The ABV though, I mean, obviously this is 2% stronger than the Vocation. So the ABV, the strength is really more prevalent. You really feel that strength straight away. But obviously that might be because I've already had one Imperial. I know what you're saying about butterscotch. I have read up on that. The terms I can't remember, but yeah. No, I don't know anybody called Roy Lake on YouTube. I don't really. Oh, I missed that. What was the come on, Raggy? Yeah, fuck the viscous and mouthfeel. I'm not one of the posh beer reviewers. I'm from Nottingham. We don't do things like that in Nottingham. But yeah, oh dear, oh dear. I'm interested to see what Bullman thinks as well, because he's drinking this at the same time. He was the one who gifted this, and thank you very much. You know, this is a Raggy Avenue beer. Well, they both are. Hence why they both came on at the same time. You know, I wanted to taste one, taste the other, and they're both very good in different ways. The rum and ginger from the Vocation was very rich. The ginger, the fireness, and that. And for Imperial Stouts, it's on the man's. Next Saturday's beers are right behind me. Yeah, it is very sweet. It's a sweet. That's the cookies and cream. It's got a creamy mouthfeel, but not as thick as the Vocation. Yeah, lots of butterscotch. He's given up drinking. Bless him. Sometimes people have to because of obviously issues. So it's Guinness West Indies Porter, King Goblin, Adnam's Broadside, and you know, Adnam's Broadside, I personally think, yeah, 10 beers. Adnam's Broadside, I personally think it may be the best of the stuff that's in bottles in shops. Maybe even better than the King. There's a statement. I would as well. Although in the summer months, no alert. Damn YouTube. Although when I say I'm coming on in 2 minutes, I do like to try and do that. Yeah, I mean, I did an alcohol-free beer review the other day, and someone commented, "Get off that shite," or something along them lines. It's quite funny, really. Yes, Witchwood Brewery. No, it's not thin. Not as thick as the Vocation, but not thin either. You can tell it's an Imperial, but the Vocation was more thicker. Oh, that boozy kick with the butterscotch elements and the cookies and cream. Did you? Yeah, I think you did. Yeah, you said that. Then somebody else was a little bit more direct with their, get off that shite or something. Bless them. That was an Air of the Dog beer review, though, and I had to get rid of it. I bought a load of alcohol-free last year, and I just wanted to get rid of it. We pick up tips off everybody, don't we? By watching other beer reviewers, and you pick up tips off them, and obviously you learn. You watch other people what they do, and you take it to your way of doing it. You know, we've all got our own ways. My early beer reviews. Yeah, I agree with the alcohol-free beer. It's basically for that. My early beer reviews, I was looking on Beer Advocate. Now I just do it off the cuff all the time. And in fact, most of the time I don't even look, and I didn't do anything. I had a quick look about the Vocation, but it is bang on. I had a quick look at the Vocation just to see, but what it said on the internet was exactly the same as what it said on the can. No difference. And I didn't look at anybody else's reviews because, well, would I? You know, don't need to really. You know, I want to experience it for myself. Shandy Bass always makes me chuckle that Shandy Bass has a 0.5% alcohol content. Ah, rightio. I'll hold mine in my hands so it warms up a bit because it's a bit cooler down in the beer room. Yeah, Shandy Bass is 0.5% on the pop aisle. It's got alcohol in it, 0.5%. And then on the booze aisle, Beck's Blue, 0.0%. And you don't get stopped for the Shandy Bass. How the hell does that work out? And it's strange. The laws in this country are strange. Chocolate and vanilla. I think Vocation might be a company whose beers that I get quite a few of. Strange, isn't it? Yeah, if it's on the booze aisle, you've got to be over 18 to buy it. If it's on the pop aisle, you can buy it. I mean, even if it's 0.5%, you're going to get something off that. I mean, to be fair, I drank Beck's Blue and it walloped me. And I'm thinking, what's going off here? It's supposed to be alcohol free. We're all on the path, aren't we? With regards to, good evening, or welcome back. With beers, you know, drinking lots of beers, trying to pick out the tastes. Yeah, it would be a supermarket thing. Trying to pick out the tastes, and you know, you never pick out all the tastes. You know, and the only way of knowing if you've got the taste is to do a blind review, like I'm doing now, doing it blind, and then seeing at the end of it if I'm right or if I'm wrong. And if you're wrong, well, fair play, you're wrong. But if you're right, you're right. You know, it's, in my opinion, in the early days of the channel, I was trying to pick out flavours. Sometimes I got them, sometimes I didn't. Oh, that aroma. Now, if they sold this at Universal Orlando in Harry Potter World, you know, or in the one down London way, the Harry Potter Studios, if they sold this down there, that alcohol-free stuff, no one would be on it. They would all be on this, getting pissed up out of our heads. Right? And you won't be going once, you'll be going a few times. Naughty and Nice, liquid chocolate. Oh, I'm not sure if I've got that. I've got their bread and butter. I've got about 6 of theirs left. Yeah, seven vocations left. Oh, the ABV just hits you lovely. Starting to really get the strength now. Yeah, you can't win them all. You know, toffee, caramel sometimes are the hardest to get, and they're supposed to be in most beers, but they really are. Naughty and Nice. Trying to think what I've got. Let me just put that there a second. Don't want it dropping. I'll cry. Smash and Grab. I've got that. Double IPA. 8%. Whoa. Like you haven't you? Divide and Conquer. 5%. East and West Pale Ale. Greylow. Don't know what the ABV is on this one, mind you. Can't see it. Oh, 5.7. God knows. I mean, you can use there is a butterscotch flavouring. Now, if you've ever seen me do a Lincoln Green beer review, I've got one called Buttermuch that I've reviewed before, and basically you can get butterscotch flavouring, and they add it to the beer, because I know they do. They add it to the beer afterwards. They brew the beer, then add the butterscotch flavouring afterwards to make Buttermuch, and it is an absolutely awesome beer. The butterscotch flavouring is what you can use in cakes. Hello. And so, yeah, there's ways. Obviously, there's all ways of getting any flavour in anything, really. But, you know, it's not just about the butterscotch. It's about the cookies and cream as well. You really... milk Foley was good. Half time bell. Do apologise. Was I late? Good evening. So for anybody coming a bit later and can't see the bottle, because it is a dinky bottle in the writing, this is an Imperial Stout with butterscotch and cookies and cream. And it's called Shadow Game X. 12.7%. Black pour. An off-white head. Little off-white head. Massive cookies and cream and butterscotch on the nose. On the taste, yeah, both in the taste. There's a very boozy element to it. Borman says it's whiskey. He gets a whiskey element to it. And, you know, we all get different things. And that's the great thing about beer reviews, you know. And that's Borman's beer reviews, for those who don't know. Another beer review on YouTube. It's called Sori Brewing. Good evening. Yeah, Sori Brewing. Borman would be the best man. Whiskey vanilla butterscotch for me. Ooh. Are you about the same way down? Have you about, I would say, neon halfway down? Be interesting, you know, because I've had the ginger one on the last review. It's interesting to see how it has cleansed your palate and what you've had before. All these elements, you know, they come into play, don't they, with beer reviews and that. Wow, the strength. Certainly my sort of beer. Do you know, I'm tempted to do 2 Imperial Stout reviews. It is a 330ml bottle, yeah. But if you love butterscotch, the best thing would be to have a bottle of this and have a bottle of Lincoln Green's Buttermuch. So, you know, do the weaker one first, the Buttermuch. Get that butterscotch taste flowing, and then drink this. It's been a great Sunday. I've been waiting all week you know, since I announced I'm over 2000 now, 2013 I think. Well, it might even be more, you know. A pork scratching stout. I bet the Yanks could make something like that. On Low Cost the other week, they had some crazy sounding stout that was like a chicken stout or something. See you later. A bacon and waffle stout. Jeez, that is different, isn't it? Like I say, Low Cost did have something wacky on the other week, some weird stout. And it's like, how do you get the flavours? It's nice and sweet. There's a sweetness, you know, from the cookies and cream elements. If you've ever had an Argandars ice cream, hello to Emma Hunter. They said Emily then. I apologise. That's what you get for drinking. No, I've not had the Imperial Russian from Black Sheep. I'm hoping they do a mixed box of all their new beers. King Goblin's the third. Yeah, Adnam's Broadside, West Indies Porter, King Goblin, all available from Morrison's if you have a Morrison's in your area or on your island even, if you're posh enough to live in the Isle of Man, where the pubs are open already. All right, Dale, your brother, Bullman, wishes you an happy one. Put the live chat back on. Somehow I kicked There we go. That's better. Yeah. Wow, what a beer. It's one of them beers you don't, when you're drinking a decent beer, you don't want it to swallow it too quickly, do you? You don't want to, yeah. This is why I've put a cherry tree in the garden and a prune one. My hair needs cutting. It's awful. Yeah, I know what you mean. Jesus Christ. Get up in the morning, I just put an hat on. I think, sod it, no one can see me. I'm at work, I'm on my own all day. The only person I talk to is the farmer sometimes, or the farmer's wife. Yeah, battle of the home brew. Thursday would be good, because I'm not at work Friday. I can get as pissed as I like. A prune tree. Yeah, prune tree. Couldn't believe that I did prune juice and it didn't turn out like plums. Good evening. No, never made homebrew cider. I've used raw pears to make a pear cider. It didn't turn out that great, to be honest. I think you win some, you lose some on certain things, don't you? You know, with home brewing, it's never that easy to get, or yeah, can't be a bit of social distancing. Plums round your gums. Wow, what a cracker. So, Mr. Borman, if you was going to give it a score out of 5, I don't know if you do or don't, to be honest, but well, the brain's gone and I can't remember. I've watched that many beer reviews lately that I watch, listen for certain bits. How do you feel about the beer then? Is it one of your favourites? I mean, it's all down to the taste, isn't it? With any beer, like all beers, it depends what you like and what you don't like. Yeah, these aren't really Sunday night beers, especially when you've got work in the morning. Hopefully it will. I do like to sleep well. Good evening. I mean, I love the element on it. I do get what you say about Untapped. I don't really use Untapped. There's just too many different, right. I'm harsh in some ways. If you ever watch that mulled cider review, you'll realise that I can be incredibly harsh, but it was rancid. But the main thing is, like with all beers, all scores really don't matter. What matters is, does it smell nice? Certainly, does it taste nice? Yeah, the mulled cider one. That was awful. I was drinking it. I was like, yeah, I don't chuck beer away. I've paid for that beer. I ain't chucking it away. But that beer, I just couldn't take. It was just too nasty. 0.5, yeah. That was some... I mean, I look back now, I think, was that too brutal? But at that day, at that time, I didn't like it at all. Ah. No, I've not been to Belvoir Brewery, no. And Melton Mowbray is not that far away, really. There's a theme park nearby, Twin Lakes. No, I really do want to go around some. Give it to the wife. She won't drink it. She'll drink Bailey's, but she won't drink that. Yeah, I'd love to go when this COVID's done and gone. Then going around local breweries. Oh, mix of apples in the side. Yeah. Dirty feet. Pork pies. I do like a nice pork pie. Ooh. Now I've got the battle of which one did I like the most? Did I like the ginger, which is a flavour that I absolutely love? Or did I like, I mean, I love cherry as well, let's be fair. Or did I like the, yeah, I took them at my horse sometimes. These things happen. See, I've never made a cider from just fruit. I've always used kits. There's some good kits out there, mind you. The ginger one just had something different. I mean, I really love this. Both of them are absolutely stunning beers. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's difficult, extremely difficult to pick the difference. I love the butterscotch element. Cookies and cream, slightly different. The creaminess of it, obviously vanilla in the butter. Banana, ooh, banana as well. I mean, the Imperial banoffee pie was something. Yeah, the ginger one. Oh dear. I mean, it's got me thinking. It's got me when it comes to the Robin Hood Beer Festival. I may do 2 Imperial Stout brews and age them for however many months, 5 months, whatever. So if I do it in May, 5 months of aging in a barrel in my shed, ready to be cranked open at the Robin Hood Beer Festival, or obviously beforehand. And I better have some sterilised bottles on the go and all, just in case anybody wants to take a bit in. Yeah, that sounds like a plan, that does. Yeah, it's only 30 minutes away from me as well, where I am, in Nottingham. I reckon about 20 quid, you know, there was before, but for 20 quid, you get a free glass, which you need, unless you come with one that's already got a third and a half on. You get a tulip, you get tankard glasses or tulip type glasses. I would go for the tulip glass this time. I went for one last time. And you get so many tokens as well. Furlough's been extended to the end of October. Jesus Christ. They must be worried about I wouldn't have thought it'd be any more pricier. I wouldn't have thought it would be. You can pay on the door, but you might be stuck in a big queue, depending on what, you know, if it's on the Saturday, you get there early enough. I think it's from 12 o'clock onwards, but I'll give full details of that. But you can pay on the door, but there is a bit of a queue, I think, you know. Crown Plaza. I can't even think where that is. Although I've had 2 drinks, so, and 2 bloody strong drinks as well. Oh, I think tax. I mean, let's be fair. I think the rich should be taxed a lot more than the poorer generation. But I think it's October the 15th. You can Google it. Oh, Stilton Burger. Now we're talking. That's Raggy Avenue. That is. By the train, eh? Yeah, there's a lot of this Airbnb, isn't there? It's not something I've ever done, but there's a lot of that about, especially in Nottingham. Um, I mean, I prefer to go to a hotel. You know what you're getting with a hotel. Uh-huh. Oh, so Amazon have made billions in this last year. Woollerton Street, NG1. Yes, that's quite a posh. That's quite a posh it's quite a posh hotel. That is. Yeah. Have you? Oh, bless you. I'm gonna take the Friday off work so that I think Borman was on about doing the tap rooms on the Friday night, and I've already spoke to the wife, and she says nearest decent pub, there's a Weatherspoons smack facing, so for different beers that's okay. There's a Castle Rock Brewery pub about 200 yards away from the cricket ground. Um, there's a then there's another Castle Rock pub over the River Trent as well. Yeah, but they have got a lot of different beers on. The food ain't great, and we nearly got chucked out the other year because I think I was being a bit. I'd had a drink, and you know how you are when you've had a drink. Bless you. Yeah, spoons. Well, how you treat people, that comes back to you at some stage. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, on the Friday, yeah, yeah, that was the old me from 5 years ago. I've got better. Yeah, I just can't help myself when I've had a drink, especially with friends. This was all workmates. So you see another workmate coming, it's like, yeah, and we were proper rowdy. But I mean, in and around Nottingham city centre, there's quite a few tap rooms. Neon Raptor, Black Iris have got one in Baseford. Shiny Brewery have got one in and around the city centre. There's some good real ale pubs. The Bell Inn. See you later with your rubber ducks. Ooh, I think Thursday is the first day of the beer festival. And if you do, we'll meet up. Definitely. We'll definitely meet up. Some good beer, some good tap rooms, And yeah, sort of data. I'll take some time off work because obviously I ain't going to be taking much time off work this year because until lockdown properly ends, I'll probably be on a 4-day week still until June. So it's not worth taking any time off until June really. And I think my birthday's on a Thursday this year, so I'm definitely off on my birthday. Ain't no way I'm working my birthday. I never do, never will, if I can. I don't have tattoos, can't stand them. Yeah, it's not my cup of tea, to be honest. So, back to the beer. Nearly forgot what I was doing. You're going to Alaska? Bless you. Working in Alaska. Good evening. Yeah, yeah. Good on you if it's ever Christmas. The only problem with having a Christmas birthday is you get all your presents in one go, then you've got to wait a year. Bless you. I never work my birthday, and luckily everyone's got 6 months to save for it in the family, that is, and so it's nice. It's nice to be nice to have a birthday in the middle of June, and it's usually quite warm, usually around my birthday. So you know, good barbecue weather, nice barbecue, and get drunk as you do. Yeah, Alaska. Wow, that's a nice job, that is. Cheers. So, I'm actually 35 minutes in, a bit wary. The wife might give me the arms arsehole in, especially if I walk up pistol. To be honest, they've not hit me as hard as I thought they would. I was worried that I was going to get a thumping from both of them. But, you know, because I've drank a lot of Imperials recently, I'm not too bad now. So, yeah. On the nose, butterscotch and cream. Butterscotch, cookies and cream. Same with the taste. I do get the whiskey element that you was on about. That sharp, boozy element. There's a sweetness to it. There's a creaminess to it. I've not been to Hooters, to be honest. No. I'll probably get chucked out staring too much, but you know. So now I've got the decision now. What score do I give it? It is an absolute box ticker. Yeah, a little bit. And got to be honest, you know, it's been an amazing beer, and 37 minutes in. Yeah, there's a Hooters in Nottingham. It's actually near the Robin Hood Beer Festival as well. What an outstanding beer. I've got that really tough decision now, because obviously I've just reviewed this fella, and I love ginger, but I also love butterscotch. The ABV really doesn't matter. They're both in the same area for ABV, strong. Aroma-wise, they both have great aroma. Yeah, 5 minutes from the train station. 5 minutes walking, very easy to get to. Number 69. Yeah, it's near Eastcrofts. It's near the London Road. So it's about 3 or 4 minutes walk away from the beer festival, Hooters, that is. So I have a conundrum. This is a 4.7 plus beer. And I have that real conundrum. I'm not sure actually about the tickets. Yeah, I bet you will. Yeah. It's all Carling and Foster's in there. You'll love it. As far as I know, anyway. I haven't been in. Yeah, it's still there. Yeah. They won't shut Hooters down. Too many pervs in Nottingham. Yeah, of course. Yes. The chicken wings, that's what they're famous for, aren't they? Hooters, definitely. You know, this is a really tough decision. So, you know, the whole reason for putting these two beers together on the same night is that I remember how each one tastes, the elements I got from both of them, and so before. Oh, I can do draws if I want. Yay! I love the ginger. Yeah, flipping out. It's like, I love the ginger element. I love the strength for the other one. The thick the decadence, the luxury of the taste. With this one, a different beast, slightly thinner, still a thick on the mouthfeel, but slightly thinner, and but the aroma, woof, straight out, the bottle. No, it's more than 4.6. Yeah, definitely. It's either a number 1 or 2. I'm just tossing it up in my head at the moment. That's the point. Yeah, you can still smell it. So on the nose, Vocation has the nose. It really does. It just edges it in the nose department. And I would say it would edge it against the banana as well. And then I'm also thinking about the cherry. The cherry had a good nose. On the taste, it's slightly let down there. Oh, Jesus Christ. On the taste, I've actually got a bit left in each of the glasses. So there's the tiniest little bit left in the Vocation. Oh, it's too close to call. You see, the Vocation one, it won it. Bloody hell, 22 minutes past already. 7. Shit, wife's going to give me a bollocking. Yeah. The Vocation one wins it slightly on the aroma side of things. On the taste side of things, for me, the Butterscotch one just slightly wins it. Obviously on the ABV, the Butterscotch is the bigger ABV. But on the thickness of the pour, the Vocation wins it. So out of 5, 4.7, 5 out of 5. It's got to be a draw, hasn't it? They both win on certain aspects, and but they are both unbelievable. Taste on the nose, the ginger just edges it. On the taste, the Butterscotch just edges it. Both extremely good at what they are, and amazing. So Welsh beers for tomorrow. Yeah, they were both amazing beers. Thank you massively to both Greg from Borman's Beer Reviews and Adam from Mersey Beer Reviews. So tomorrow I've got some Brains SA, Reverend James. I've got Butty back from Y Valley. That should be, you should be able to get that at most places. And I think from Glamorgan Brewery, Gorslam, CRWRW, which stands for beer, as I've been told. And yeah, they're Gorslam, and they're so you may be able to get all 3 from Morrison's. I think Crystal Swift. All right, might have to have a look. Yeah, I've had Butterback before, Buttyback, and I've had the Reverend James before, definitely. Kuru, right? I have to remember this tomorrow, won't I? What it sound like? Sounds so much like a Nottingham person. I've had the HBA before. Yeah, definitely. Right, thank you everyone for coming, everyone for watching, subscribing, commenting and liking. It's been a great evening. Hour and a half down the beer room. Wow, gonna get a bollocking. I can see a bollock in the horizon. Although the wife's cooking dinner. Yeah. Crystal what? Crystal Swift. I'll have to look at that later. Yeah, just just to see what it's about. Yeah, I'll blame Goat. Yeah. I think Goaty will be coming to the Beer Fest. Yeah, I will thank you later. Right. As always, thank you everyone. Been a brilliant night. 2 amazing beers. Couldn't pull them apart. I knew they were going to be good because they were both down, exactly the avenue I like. Strong beers with flavour, with aroma, they tick all the boxes. Thank you all. Yeah, should be all right. She's a good girl. And I'll see you tomorrow night. St. David's Day beers. Welsh beer night. Let's see how many different Welsh beers we can get. See you later. Cheers. Oh, me back. Oh, there you go. Cheers.